Hello, my name is Elijah Jefferson. Welcome to hopefully the first in a long series, Artists on Art, title pending, where I interview other artists and ask them their life views. So, our first filmmaker is trying to lick his elbow, but that's okay because I believe in him. So, why don't you tell me a bit about yourself?
Hello, my name is Andre Moore. I am 19 years old and a freshman in college. My major is TV and film, and that's. I'm from San Bernardino, California.
Don't mess with it. For those watching, there's an ant on the recorder. I don't know where it came. Oh, it's getting in there. It is getting in there. Oh, it's inside the mic. Oh my god. I'll deal with that later. Talk a bit about your undergraduate experience. How are you liking college so far?
So far I like it. I've been taking all general education classes, and the teachers so far have been very helpful and nice, and I've had one that I absolutely want to slap,
Oh,
but
yeah.
that was 1 out of 10 so far, so I've liked it.
Do you plan to stay at CSULA for the next 3 years, or do you plan to transfer?
I plan to stay here.
So, film is clearly your artistic medium of choice. Why film? Why film in this medium and not music or photography or any other artistic form of expression?
First of all, with music, I am tone deaf. I cannot hold a beat you know how they say black people have rhythm. I'm 1/16 German, and I guess that just messed it all up because both my brother and I have absolutely no form of rhythm, even though both of our parents have all the rhythm. So that's why not music. And the reason I mostly chose film was because I do like to tell a story. I like to, I was always interested in stories, except that I never knew how to present them. I am not great at talking, and I am not great at writing. So, how I would usually present stories is I would try to describe it with either like I would try to describe it like a movie.
Okay.
And I would try to and then I saw how movies presented stories, and I'm like, wow, you can really get your message across, your story across by just making a film, and I love that. I love that type. Yeah.
Have you always been wanting to tell a story through visuals and through movies, or is it more recent?
My first interest in it was in where I first kind of thought was in 8th grade, when I just it was just a random thing. We my brother and I had a camcorder, and then we were just hey, you want to shoot something? And then I was like, okay. And then we made a short film. We made 2 short films that my family will laugh at forever, and I will later find a way to burn them from the face of the earth. But they were funny, and that was a great start to me wanting to tell a story. And then later in high school, it more developed because I learned oh, there's an actual filming world. There's an actual way to tell the story, and that just really interested me. And then, yeah, because I didn't really know how to tell that story until then.
Okay. What parts of filmmaking do you enjoy the most, and do you dislike any areas of filmmaking?
Parts that I enjoy the most, the first part is, well, just working together with people is always fun. hearing everybody's ideas and then like well, first you hear everybody's ideas and make the story. I love that because we just get closer as a group, and then just you hear everybody's ideas and then you make a great story. And then even behind the scenes, you're still like working with people, you just everybody's doing a job, everybody's working together, and then you just have that behind the scene chemistry, and it's wonderful. I love that. A part I don't like is just anytime problems arise, anytime where like I just have to figure something out, and like it's on me because I'm the director or I'm the person in charge, and then I'm just like, okay, fine, how about we do this? And then like we can't do that part, and then I'm like, why not? We're broke. Well, fine. How about we do this? We can't. Why? Because we have no actors. And then I'm like, oh, okay. So that's the part I don't like. But yeah. Nobody likes problems, so I think it's pretty understandable.
What do you think is your biggest weakness as a filmmaker? Whether it's on set, working with others, your style, anything like that.
My biggest weakness is just not being able to get my ideas across. I am quiet, and I am it's not that I'm quiet, it's that I let other people talk first, and I might not be able to get my ideas across because I'm too busy listening to other people's. So that's probably my biggest weakness, because I'm not able to get my idea across and not able to what was the question?
What is your biggest weakness?
Right.
You answered it pretty
You're
succinctly.
right.
So.
Well, I mean, yeah, that's...
Describe, this is a bit more open-ended, but describe your creative process. You can start with locations or time of days, or I guess maybe a more exact question, if you prefer, is in order to start the filmmaking process, any stage of it, what do you want to have, or what do you need to have on you? Or what do you need to have prepared in order to start the process?
To start the process, I need to have an idea. Mm-hmm. And what I usually do for that is, I know this sounds weird, but I just, usually when I listen to music, mm-hmm. I walk, and it's not like, how people take walks, mm-hmm. and then they go out. I don't like going outside. So, I usually find myself, walking around the room in a circle.
I do the exact same thing, I understand.
Yeah. So, I just put on music and then just walk in that circle. And usually, listening to the music, I start to think of the first thing that comes to mind when I think of that song. And then, once I think of that thing, I think of a story for that thing. And then I think of a whole, world that I could fit this in, and then I have my idea. After that, I just go and tell people, hey, don't you think this would be cool? And then they would be like, oh yeah, what if it was like this or like this? And then I would be like, oh yeah, but what if it was like this? And then, so first get the idea, then share the idea, and then just start doing the idea. That's the creative process for me.
And you enjoy this process?
Oh yeah, it's amazing. It's fun.
Okay. Continued in part 4. Oh, Jesus.
Oh, no.
Jesus Christ.
Oh, jeez. That one.
So, Andre, what
inspired Film Wars? So, Andre, what inspired Film Wars?
What inspired Film Wars was in high school. I was in film class, and then it was a day where we already finished our work, and then I was just chilling with my group, and then we then we just the teacher was like, all right, if you finished, whatever, and then everybody like finished, and then so we just started playing music, and then I was talking with my group, and then we were like, hey, you know what would be cool? What if like we just were in a world, and then like cameras were guns, and then blah blah blah, and then we just like made this general idea about like what would be cool. And then I was like, but it was one of those days where it was just like, idea, haha. And then like we never like used it. That kind of like made me sad. So I just like kind of brought it back and like formed that idea more into what I thought like was mine. I even asked them like, hey, do you guys think this is cool? And then they were just like, oh man, I never thought it through that much. And then but they liked it. And then that was the idea. It's just the same way I think of everything, just like talking with people or making ideas and then just throwing them around and then finally formulating it into a thing.
That you come up with a lot of zany, sort of crazy ideas, and this is more in terms of your writing and story process than you working on set. So do you think any of these ideas, one of them, which many will point out as the most notable, of your sock puppets, for example, do you think ideas like this are based on your humor, or do you think you draw more upon outside sources and whatnot?
A bit of both.
Mm-hmm.
Like, because for outside sources, like, I see something and then I'm like, oh man, that was a cool idea. But what if it was like this? What if it that's when my humor comes in. I see something that somebody else created, somebody else's ideas, and then I'm like, wow, that was amazing. How could somebody ever think of that? Wow. Mm-hmm. And then I go but wait, what if it was like that? What if there was a different spin to it? And then so that's where my ideas come in, and that's where
the mixture.
So I always pull from something, or I always other things do give me ideas, but they give me small chunks of it, to where I just take a small chunk of it, just so I don't completely steal theirs. I don't want to steal other people's, but I just take enough to where I can make my own thing that's go oh, were you thinking of that when you were thinking of this? And then I was and then so just to where it's it's my thing.
Where do you want to go with your films? Where do you hope to take them? Or where do you hope to see yourself as a filmmaker? Either on a maturity level, or how you want people to see your films?
I want people to see my films as comedic. I want them to laugh when they see it, but I want to just leave them with a meaning or a message that just kind of pulls on their heartstrings, you know. I want them to leave with a smile on their face, but then they just go like, "Oh, that was tough. Oh man, oh no, man. I liked the movie, but oh jeez."
Okay. Do you feel like, due to your personality of being an overall goofy guy, that it's hard for other filmmakers to take your ideas seriously? Or do you even think that creating the movies you want to create, where it's fun on the surface but also leaves a deep resonance with audience members, do you think that's going to be a challenge for you to be able to create due to your personality?
Yes, because it's going to be hard when I first say the idea. Anytime I first say the idea, like, people laugh at it because, like, you know, for example, like, when I said the sock puppet idea, then you guys were like, what the hell is this guy saying? What is he talking about? And then, but, like, if I, like, elaborate it more, if I actually, like, bring the story and then show people, then that's when they'll, like, take it seriously. That it's not just, like, some random thought that I had. Like, if I just say, you know, the idea, people will not take it seriously. But if I, like, say the story, then they'll get me in more.
Would you say that criticism, either of your ideas or your work, do you think it affects you on a deeper level, or do you think you've adjusted to it in a sense, that you've learned to work around it? Whether it be your initial idea, you know, if they're laughing at it or something, or you as a filmmaker in general?
It depends on the type of criticism. If it's like constructive criticism, then I will listen to it. I'll, like, take it in and then you know, work it out so that everybody can understand it and everyone can, you know, it'll be a better movie in general. But if it's just like, you know, I don't like this part, why don't we do it like this? Then I'll just be like, well, I don't care what you like. I don't, this part was in there for this reason. So, like, if you...
They're not trying to make it better.
Yeah, they're just trying to change it instead of make it better. And I don't like that too much. Like, I won't, like, if everybody agrees to it, well, then I'll just be like, oh, okay, I guess. But, I mean, like, if it's constructive, and then if it's, like, and it helps the movie get better, then I'll be like, oh, okay, sure, yeah, I'm fine with that.
So, this is a question dealing with, after your career's over, let's say you've made all the films and ideas you've ever wanted to make, you know, how do you hope that audiences and other filmmakers will remember you by? Your career's over at this point. You've done everything. You've had a mostly happy career, as happy as you can in Hollywood. But how do you want people to remember you by, and what do you want your legacy to be on either future filmmakers or audiences?
I want people to be able to reference me. Like, the greatest filmmakers, the greatest movies, like, people always just go back to them like, hey, do you remember what happened in this scene of this movie? Or, like, do you remember, like, this movie? Or even when you're making a new movie, you say, okay, it'll be kind of like this movie or this movie, only combined. I want to be the guy that they're referencing. I want to be the person that that they're referencing, that they go like, just go, Shotty, just... I mean, it's fine.
I'll cut this out. I'll cut it out.
Just hate it when it's
you want people to
when
reference you and include you. Anything else on that?
So, because I think that's like, because when you reach that level, then that's when you, like, become a legend. That's when you're, like, imprinted. When people remember, like, what you did and, like, the things you say, the ideas you put out, when people keep on moving that.
favorite word?
My favorite word changes like every month. My one right now is oregano
Why oregano?
because it's just funny. I don't know.
Okay.
Arugula. See, that was like my one like 2 months ago was arugula. I don't know why because like we just saw like that the yeah, on Cutthroat Kitchen, the lettuce that they would always use was arugula, and then I was just like, that's just a funny word. I don't know. Arugula. Why arugula? But
What?
right now it's oregano.
Oregano.
Because like, when you would sell weed, like in middle school, and people don't know like what weed is, that it's just like I'm gonna just sell you some oregano, and you won't know the difference. So I oregano.
In middle school.
White people crazy. I
White
don't
people-
know.
White people crazy. What is your least favorite word? What word don't you like or can't stand for whatever reason?
You know, that's a great question. I don't know because like other people have words that they hate, and then I say those words because just to piss them off. That's the only reason. A lot of people don't like the word moist.
Oh.
I keep saying it just to those people. So like I don't know.
There's no word in particular that someone could say to you that would make you like cringe or be like, "Why'd you say that, man?" Any word that comes to mind?
I honestly don't know yet. I don't know. That hasn't come up yet. I hope it never does. But we'll see. We'll see.
What turns you on creatively or emotionally or physically, if you wanted to go that route?
Well, dang.
Turning you on as in the sense of making you happy or
Yeah.
inspiring something.
Music is always good. That always helps me think and make ideas. And then just like having any type of fun that always like inspires me to do stuff. Like just anytime where I'm in a happy mood, then I'm just like, you know what, let's do shit. Let's go. I'm ready.
Okay. What turns you off then?
When people are assholes, just when I want to punch you in the face, or like for the certain type of music, it would be country, heavy metal, or yeah, you heard me, Ashanti, you know, country, heavy metal, and dubstep, because I'm like, what's going on? You're just yelling. Country music sounds the same. I don't know. Your voice is annoying, and I don't know. Like those, I keep on thinking of like the bad stuff, and I'm like, why am I listening to this? You're not helping me at all. Please change it.
What sound or noise do you love?
Whistling.
You like whistling?
Yeah, because I can't whistle at all, but it's amazing, and I like it.
Are you trying to learn? It's pretty good.
That's about it.
That's
But
more than I can do.
that's more than my brother and mom can do.
Okay.
My dad just is a jerk, and he can whistle whenever he wants. But okay.
What sound or noise do you hate?
Do I hate? Squeakers McSqueaking. That annoys me.
When
It was
peop-
just that was on Emperor's New Groove. I think no, Crunk's New Groove. I don't remember. Yeah, there you go. That was on there. He spoke squirrel, and then I was just like, shut up, Crunk. I don't know. That was it.
What is your favorite curse word?
Curse word? Damn. Because because you could use it like in so many different ways, and then there's like a lot of variations of it to where like it means different. It has different meanings. It has different meanings. So I just like the diversity of it.
What profession or field, other than your own right now, would you like to attempt to try or like to be in?
If I could learn to be a magician, I would be a magician.
Okay. What profession would you not like to do?
But,
You absolutely can't stand.
Oh, can't stand.
Or-
anything with math. Anything where I have to do math and be that, I would hate myself I would hate every day of that life, and then I just wouldn't like it. I would just be a angry old man, just every day. Even if I was my age, I would be an angry old man.
If heaven exists, what would you like God to say when you arrive at heaven?
I would just like him to speak in like just like any type of broken type of English. I don't know. Just like any type of slang. Any type of slang would be fine. Just like, what up, fam? You made it. Come on in. You good? You good? Just be in here. You in here? You in here? And then be like, all right, come on, let's go. Why you waiting there? Let's go. Come on. You know, just like,
Yeah.
that's what I would like. That would be fun. I would have fun with that.
This has been Andre Moore, 19 filmmaker, and